All right. How you doing? This is Coach Big Pete of Deep Dish Football. Um, we're gonna go over like we've done with the past schools: Illinois, Minnesota, Illinois, Northwestern, all those other schools, Iowa. Their state of recruiting, what high school coaches feel about, what they think about uh, a certain school. And this one is going to be about the University of Minnesota. University of Minnesota just hired the rising star Pj Fleck, Illinois native, Kalen Boy, beloved Illinois son that everyone is in love with, and is just a great recruiter. He got a few kids from his transfer from leaving Western Michigan to Minnesota. Got a couple kids to uh, switch their commitments and sign with the University of Minnesota. Now, the key with Fleck again and his recruiting in that too is the moms love him. They really love him. Uh, the kids love him because of his youth and because of his enthusiasm. That's that's one of the key things about Coach Fleck. It's impressive. You can't beat it. Rode a boat. That's the key thing in that. So now, Minnesota made a great job in hiring PJ Fleck. The thing that I've talked to coaches before is what happened last year. Don't want to go into specifics in that. It had a few of the coaches a little bit worried, but I believe that they hired the right guy in Fleck. And everything's gonna be taken care of. I think a lot of high school coaches were happy with how it ended. I think they were ecstatic at at a couple few of the of how do you say the truth, some of the truths coming out. I'm just gonna leave it there. So I think a lot of the high school coaches respect Coach Fleck, respect what he does, what he uh what he represents is is one of the best in the Big Ten. That young, enthusiastic type of guy. Now, um, the main pool I see the Gophers trying to go for, which would be perfect, is getting those key athletes out of the Chicagoland area and getting those big boys, especially out of Prairie Ridge and all other stuff. And I hate to say this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Coach Fleck. I'm sorry, but you, you may be the top guy, but there's two top guys that deserve a lot more respect, and I'm gonna name them. The first one is Illinois and Chicagoland native BrianCallaghan. Great guy. No holds barred type of coach. Basically is respected, truly respected by a lot of the Chicago coaches. They have a lot of respect for that man. Next one, I'm forgetting right here, and this is key, and especially for the state of Illinois, if you want to get those pass rushers and those inside guys, is Bryce Pop. Bryce Pop is another key guy, huge guy for the state of Illinois. I know everyone's going to talk about, oh, Fleck, Fleck, Fleck. But to be truthful with you, Pop and Callahan are probably two of the most popular guys. The third one, who I really am starting to like now, is Ed Warner, offensive line coach out of Minnesota. I saw him at the the North Central camp, and he was quite impressive. And he is quite a pull of some of the big boys. But those three guys, I think, are key in the state of Illinois. I know everyone's going to say, oh, Fleck, 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 Fleck. But the big boys, they're key in that recruiting, especially in the state of Illinois to go up to Minnesota. So, Minnesota, right now, with the Big Ten team under with PJ Fleck, is probably I'd say the third most influential Big Ten team. I'm sorry, fourth. No, fourth most influential Big Ten team in the state of Illinois, and they are rising. They are rising, and I'd say next year they could be number two because they're that popular with some of the high school coaches, especially Flex days in Western Michigan. Him coaching Western Michigan. He's he's been a man of his word, and that's what impresses some of these Illinois high school coaches. So it should be an interesting year. And I mean, Minnesota, um, they got I think it was three. They got three top Illinois recruits from last year, and this year they're looking at maybe I think it's like three or four more. So it's looking great. And I know there's a little shot at one of the recruits in the state of Illinois flipping his commitments and going to Minnesota, and that would be huge for Fleck. But Fleck is looking good. It was a great job for him to take over at Minnesota. He knows the Illinois area. It's perfect, and he just coached the Michigan area, so he's got the pipelines all set up to make a successful run in the Big Ten. And that is it. And again, if you like what I had to say, please follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on uh, on Twitter and Facebook. If you please go to deepdishfootball.com. And if you like my stuff, go to deepdishfootball.com. On the right panel, there is a tip thing. Leave me a tip if you like my stuff. So please leave a tip. And again, any advertisers that are interested or sponsors or partnerships, please let me know and email me at coachbigpetefp@gmail.com.